Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 17 of season 1. Hopefully guys have enjoyed the series so far. The first 16 episodes have been uploaded and we are flying. We're getting so close to the end of season 1. It's very interesting. Last episode was great. It looks like Rebecca has finally departed the show after such emotional scenes from the 3 siblings, which we do have to give credit for. Klaus, Elijah and Rebecca are fantastic. They show so much emotion on the faces. They show happiness, they show sadness, they show scaredness, is that a word? Literally, and all the emotions that come with it is absolutely amazing. They have got great chemistry. You know, it was mainly about Rebecca and Klaus, the backstory, so to speak. I like it at the very start when we got like a little flashback of them two being together. Rebecca was scared and Klaus gave her a little ornament and he was like, that'll protect you, you know, like forever. I'll always be there for you. And then he was in the present and obviously he was shouting, he was getting mad, he was asking her, he was like, look, just tell me the truth now. You wanted Michael to come because you wanted him to kill me. Rebecca, she was like, no, I never wanted that, I just wanted you to run. He was like, liar, just tell the truth. And he was like forcing it, come on, tell me the truth. And then she said, maybe I did, you know. And it's kind of like a little cop-out, I think, in a way, if you think about it, because it didn't confirm nor deny that you know, she didn't even say it. She was just like, maybe I did. So it's like, oh, maybe I did think he was going to kill you, or maybe I didn't, I don't know what I did, which is interesting. But Klaus obviously took it as if to say, finally, you've admitted it, you did want me to die. And boom, he stabbed her and he took her down with the white oak stake. But lucky for us, luckily, didn't go right in her heart, because he does actually care for his sister, like we've seen in the past story, and we've seen throughout. You know, no matter what his siblings do to him, he will never actually fully finish them off. He won't take them out. He'll dagger them, he'll make them suffer, he'll make them feel the pain, and he'll make them scared, but he won't actually take his family out. What I actually learned from this episode a lot is that Klaus really does care about his family. Like he cares just as much as everybody else, even though he doesn't show it. Elijah as well, he was standing up to Klaus. He was saying, look, you know, you're gonna go after Rebecca. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let her die. He had the Papatunde knife, and then he had the white oak stake as well, what he managed to get. And he was stood there, looked like an absolute beast when he was holding it to 2 sides at both of them at his side. Klaus went over to him, he's just speaking to him, he was doing it quite calmly in a conversation, and then he managed to flip it and stab him with Papatunde's blade. It went inside him. That's what left Elijah paralysed on the floor, while Klaus did go after Rebecca when he managed to white oak stake her. When she come back, you know, they had a conversation, him and Klaus, Rebecca and Klaus, and she said something deep. She was like, we are the most dangerous beings in the earth, yet we are broken beyond repair. Now that is one deep quote, because it is, isn't it? If you think about it, they've lived so many lifetimes, they've been through so much, good and joy, but they've also will have suffered so much pain, so much like what would you say, like anger between people that have literally come and caused chaos in their life, like Michael. And they've also all the sadness of all the people that they would have lost throughout the years, you know, and then all the struggles that they've had between each other, because everybody argues with the siblings, don't they? But the thing is, usually you argue, you get on with it, you move past it. But if you live with them for 1,000 years, you're going to have so much of it. You're going to have resentment, you're going to have hate, you're going to have anger, and you're going to have done things that have annoyed each other. And like you say, Klaus has left her daggered in a box many times before, and it's left her scared of him. She was saying her reason was, look, I was scared of you like you were scared of Michael, and I brought Michael here because I wanted to run away. Like you ran away from Michael, I wanted to run away from you. I suffered from the pain of my father just like you did, which I understand but disagree. She never suffered the way Klaus did from his dad. She might have suffered as a consequence of his hatred towards Klaus, i.e. he was resenting all of his children because he was focusing on Klaus. He was being a bad father to the others. I get that. She was scared of him as well, but she never physically felt as much pain that Klaus suffered. When he goes around calling him a boy and a beast and saying that he's like he shouldn't be on this earth just because because he's different. The fact is, yeah, it was your wife, Michael, that cheated on you, and it was not your children's fault. The person that you should be angry with is with Esther and not Klaus. You know, he's blaming Klaus for what's happened to his children, when really it's what happened, it's his wife. So I disagree with that. And Klaus obviously said, look, what do you want? she said that she wants a life, she wants to get married, she wants to have a family, she wants to literally grow old and be loved. Klaus said, leave then. Go on, doors wide open, leave New Orleans, go and do that. I'll stay here, I'll raise my kid, I'll raise my family. And he was reflecting on, he doesn't want his child to be brought up the way he was brought up with his dad. And maybe we're going to get a different side of Klaus now, because obviously he's seen that the pain that his dad's caused him and his siblings, and he won't want that for his child. Guys, enjoyed today's episode. Please smash the like and a button, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
But the greater the loss, the deeper the cut.
I wonder if the wolves come this episode.
And the more difficult the process to become whole again. So as time moves along, we get lost in distractions.
Yes, mate.
React with aggression. And all the while, we plot and plan. And before we know it, the time passes.
Oh, look at them all waiting for it.
Ready to begin anew.
There we go, mate.
My demons are dead.
I'm the one lingering monster with whom you share a bed. Woman tortured our sister.
She also revealed the truth about our sister's treachery.
You must stop distracting yourself with this ridiculous behavior and channel it into some kind of action.
You wanted this throne. Now you must accept the responsibility that accompanies that.
We must work together, Klaus. If you won't do anything, I will.
Yes, Elijah.
So it's only fitting that we gather in this chamber at the behest of Elijah Michelson.
And welcome.
You said if we came along that we would get to run things by ourselves.
Each selected to represent your own communities.
You can all play nicely together, or you can leave.
Oh, he's scary, man. He's so good.
La vie à cette fleur maintenant.
Trying and failing ever since you came back.
When are you gonna stop being such a bitch to me, Monique?
In it, she is a bitch.
Maybe you don't belong here.
That's just for pecking order. They already know who's the alpha.
I was going to say, right, Monique, she's another one of those characters that when I see her, she annoys me. We had that Bastiana, yeah, every time I seen her, she annoyed me. Every time I've seen this Monique as well, she has annoyed me. Now, I'm not saying she's not going to be a good character, you know, everybody gets a chance, but right now, she's one of those that proper grinds on me every time she's in the scene.
This is just a lot more family fun than I'm used to.
Well, maybe I can help you get used to it.
You know, word from the quarters, your boy Elijah's holding some kind of power summit. Point is that we're stuck here living in the swamp. Your vampire boyfriend's deciding who gets what in the city.
This is our city too. We should be able to go wherever the hell we want.
Calm yourself. You'll all heed to the following.
Are you serious? There is not gonna be a peace if the werewolves are excluded. They want a seat at the table. I can guarantee that you will all regret it. Tell me something, Elijah. Did you leave the werewolves out because of me?
Once this treaty is solidified, it will expand to include your people.
And until then, I should tell them what? Stay, roll over.
I would prefer that you remove yourself from the process altogether.
Innit? She just established herself as part of it.
The wolves deserve a voice. You know it's the right thing to do.
Should have seen your brother's face when Haley walked in.
I saw the light from the courtyard and took a chance that you weren't with the half-naked psycho witch. Seems I gambled and lost.
10 minutes ago, I was fully naked.
That is good from both of them.
The woman tried to blackmail me into stabbing you with the mystical knife of excruciating pain.
Well, New Orleans breeds nothing if not strange bedfellows.
Pills, the meditation, they're not working. His lucidity is shrinking by the day.
These hexes, they start with magic. As they take root, they alter the very chemistry of the brain. Damage is done.
I would have met you anywhere you wanted. I mean, not anywhere Klaus or Marcel would be, which could be pretty much, you know, anywhere.
It's Monique. The ancestors hated me for what I did with my magic. I knew I shouldn't have trusted Marcel when he told me to go back.
On the outs with the witch again?
I want you and all the guys who walked out on Klaus with you to join me.
Rounding up an army?
And take back the city without one. A battle is brewing, T. And while everyone's busy choosing sides, I'm gonna find a way to take back our city.
Sickness, it's overtaking my inclination to forgive.
We'll figure it out.
They are going to ask you to take my place at the table. Start over.
I'm not going anywhere as long as there's still a chance.
You always had to be right. You never listened to just the thick head of yours.
You own the Palace Royale Casino. You're one of the city's leading philanthropists. Sizable drug trafficking empire.
You're uniquely qualified to take Father Kieran's place. You'll deal with me from now on.
Are you giving me a mandate?
I'm giving you an ally. I've already spoken to the city's new mayor and the chief of police, and I have their blessing. Have a good night.
A new character being introduced, eh? Do love somebody who comes in, right, and has got the confidence. Like, she come in there, and she was just, like, back straight, giving him a deal, giving him, like, an offer, and she didn't even seem scared. She knows he's a vampire. She said, like, I've got the backing of everyone, you know. I'm going to take his place. I'm going to be on a table. You want an ally. You know what I mean? She's fighting a case. She's laying it down. I like it. And you know what? I'd be interested to have somebody in like this. We've not seen a human in the show so far that has, like, you know, like, head up and fucking confident, you know. What's he called? Father Kieran? Is that his name? He's decent, though. I don't want him to actually go out the show. I actually do like him as a character. But if we're going to have somebody who's sat at the table like a drug lord like this, who's got, like, real power, because if she's a drug lord, she's going to have some sort of power in the city already, surely, to be able to traffic the drugs around. And if she's got, like, the mayor and the police and all that on the side already, she's doing some dirty business. So she would be a good person to have a seat at the table.
Fan of cerulean blue?
Not a fan of your continued indifference.
Well, trying to unite a community, you must begin with the werewolves. 100 years ago, they had a run at ruling this city.
All the more reason why their enemies are reluctant to bring them to the table. Are you suggesting that I throw a party?
And it's going to flatter him. I would say that Elijah would be good at ruling. Yeah. I think Elijah would be a better ruler than Klaus. But if anybody ever needs a plan, Klaus is the man, mate. Literally. Klaus is the man for the plan. Rhyming accidentally. I love it. Also, like you say, when he puts a plan in motion and you see the steps unraveling, that's when they're good.
Now, if I can just keep them from tearing one another to shreds.
What's up, little man?
It's not even worth it.
Since you're preoccupied, I'll intuit your flattering compliment. I think I look stunning, too.
I love it, the confidence.
I've pacified the witches with an increased share in cemetery, and I've given the Crescents a welcome back to humanity gift. I think I deserve some champagne, don't you?
She's good, mate.
He will represent the human faction until he's ready to resume.
She seems good. I like it. Now Marcel sat in the booth.
Davina has to be able to defend herself, even from her own people if need be.
What, I tell her and you try to get her back on your side?
I don't care whose side she ends up on, just that she's safe.
It's true, I had to believe Marcel.
Diego, you will be polite and welcoming.
His people killed my whole family. And the only reason I'm standing here is because Marcel came along and turned me before I bled out.
Certain overtures that need to be made if we are to find a degree of peace.
I wouldn't be here if Haley hadn't forced the issue. Haley tells me that this peace treaty is important to you.
If anyone threatened to dismantle what I'm building here, destroy everything they hold dear.
I love the confidence that they all show me. Literally no fear in all of them.
Curious why you'd seek her company.
Comes ordinary as a welcome respite. Not another thought about Cammy. I'm so glad you accepted my invitation.
Out of the kindness of your vampire heart.
Before I evolved, mine beat as a werewolf.
I put my pack first. Well, if you're not gonna kill me, then what the hell do you want?
Only to give you back the city that was taken from you.
What's his plan? What is his plan?
Why would I trust someone who's conspiring behind his own brother?
The werewolves thrived because their strength comes from family unity. Is what I want for my unborn child. Vampires are the antithesis of unity.
Maybe the other half doesn't want you.
Or they will, once they return to the quarter.
You got a plan to back that up?
I hadn't seen it for 1,000 years, and then it turned up hanging around the neck of a werewolf. Daylight rings shield vampires from the sun, so why not a moonlight ring? No more losing control to the beast within.
What do I have to do?
Yeah, he's got him, mate. He's fucking got him by the balls there. He's giving him, like, literally a proper good offer. This guy's going to sneak over and try and get in with Davina as well. But that is a good deal, that, man, with this guy, this Jackson. Right now, he's got nothing to lose, has he? If you think about it, the guy's come back from being a werewolf, and now he's just living in a swamp in the middle of the fucking bayou, wherever that is. Bunch of trees miles away. And Klaus is offering him, look, get on my side. I'll give everyone one of these rings. You'll never have to turn. You'll be a human consistently. You'll have the power. You'll have New Orleans. You'll have a seat at the table. We'll rule. You know, right now Jackson's got nothing and he's been offered like literally the high table. So I don't blame him for going after it. It's interesting. Klaus, I like how Klaus, right, even though he's kind of going behind Elijah's back, but he's not doing it out of badness this time. He said that, like, he's supporting his brother's ventures and he'll support him trying to establish, you know, the city and regain it. But the fact is, he wants the werewolves himself to be here and be part ruling, because the thing about werewolves is they hold the pack, they're family, they like united, they're a team, you know, they're loyal. And the fact is, when he has his baby, he wants her to be part of this group of unity. He wants her to be safe and have a family, where vampires, kind of like every man for himself. That's what we kind of seen. You know, they've got no unity. Actually, we've seen that Marcel managed to actually bring a bunch of them together and be loyal to it, and that's the first time we've seen like a little pack be formed. But by nature, werewolves are the ones that group together, and he wants to keep his daughter safe, which is interesting. It is good. I like it.
You look
Nervous, out of place.
I was gonna say pretty. So what's the name of the girl I'm about to ask to dance?
Her name is Monique.
You are annoying, Monique.
Klaus once told me that his painting was a metaphor for control. It is weird being back here.
Not unpleasant, I hope. Are you entirely sure you shouldn't be here with us?
I'm not gonna sit in a rocking chair and knit booties, or haven't you figured that out yet?
Can I have a minute, Haley? Everything all right?
Yeah.
How can you be thinking about the city right now? I should have told you how beautiful you look tonight.
I feel like she's got a hardcore loyalty towards the wolves, and this new girl that got introduced, I like the fact that, like, I just like the fact that she's kind of authoritative and scary and demanding, and like she stands up and she doesn't care, you know. And the casino drug person, I think her and Elijah, that would be two absolute badasses, yeah, of their kinds. Elijah, the big man, the scary dude of the vampires. This woman, the big scary drug lord of the humans. Both of them, everyone's scared. Both of them, positions of power, strong people, would be good as one like couple, dominating everyone else. That's what I would like. And I'm not gonna say I don't like Haley and Elijah, because I do. The connection is dead strong, and the fact that there's been many times that I thought Elijah was going to kiss her, and I like his loyalty towards her as well. He keeps doing everything to protect her. So, in terms of me saying that I wish that he's not with her, I suppose that's a bit tight, really, because they are good together. But if this Jackson's going to come in and he's going to throw spanners in the work and he's going to try and pull her away from him and she's going to start siding with the werewolves, then it would just be better if she just went down that route. But we'll see where it goes. Obviously, I think it's going to be interesting, because once Elijah finds out that the werewolves are possibly going to try and undermine what he's doing, then it'd be interesting to see what side that Haley takes. Is she going to stand by him, or is she going to stand by Jackson?
Easy.
That's how you would. This guy's sneaking in.
I just saw Kieran. It's not going to hurt you again. I arranged for a little boundary spell.
You're the first person to help me in a month. Kieran's the only family I have left. Without him, I'm alone.
Yeah, I'm a little short on family myself these days.
We're out of bourbon.
They love bourbon in these shows.
They got this nasty little habit of going berserk and ripping innocent people to shreds.
Elijah's
This ends now.
We'll end it all right.
What's stopping you?
Shouldn't you intervene or something?
Why would I? This party just got interesting.
Wasn't it Diego who led a werewolf massacre last month? Everyone here deserves to die. Can't create some sort of community, then what's the point?
You may not know it, but roses will jam even the best paper shredders. If your family doesn't like you the way you are, screw them.
Marcel used me.
He used you to fight the people who were trying to kill you. He also saved you from those people, but he does love you.
Josh spitting facts.
All the power I had was from the other Harvest girls. I don't even know what I have without it.
Can't change your DNA any more than I can, so you might as well embrace it.
Good combo from Josh here. Now she's going to give it him. These would be a cute couple, but he's gay, isn't he?
Bruce is such a funny word. It sounds like booze. You're a good friend, Marcel. I'm tired of being alone.
I wonder how Klaus will react when he finds this out. Oh, here we go. Well, at least she knows that, like, Cammy's not with Klaus then. You know, it seems like she was a little bit jealous earlier on in the episode that they might have a thing. If she's got this sort of, like, mirrors where she can see into her room, it's pretty creepy, to be honest, but she can see that that's not actually true, so she can drop it a little bit with the Klaus situation.
It can never happen again.
They always say that.
Another julep.
For whatever reason, Klaus trusts me, and you're the person he probably hates most right now. He'd see it as a betrayal. It really was totally worth it.
Maybe that's what she's needed for a while.
Same thing I had when I rebuilt this city from the ashes the first time. I'm not leaving this roof until I can count you in 2.
So us against the world?
We'll get a 3rd and a 4th.
It's going to be good, this, actually.
All change begins with a plan, success of which depends upon several things. Depth of commitment, passion for one's cause,
To Haley!
willingness to embrace a new path,
Oh,
determination
okay.
to
She's
overcome
dominated.
any obstacle, and in some cases, even making unnatural alliances.
Klaus is right. This magic could do more than just stop us.
There we
If
go.
only control what we are. Our bite would be lethal to vampires 24/7. The witches who curse us, the vampires who hate us, we wouldn't just be their equals.
Be the superiors.
We'd be their superiors.
Sign it.
Why? You've already done so on our behalf.
Brother, I'm not a fool. To me, you're not as disinterested as you'd like me to believe. If there is no peace between us, then how can you expect others to follow suit?
I assure you, the city's inhabitants will not adhere to this agreement.
Well, you are welcome to wager against me. You will lose.
Look at that threat, mate. Again, look at the threat. He's just done it so calmly. Sick. Gonna wrap up today's episode. Now, me, I am an open book. I am, yeah. I could dislike you one episode, I can like you the next. I literally am so open that I am not one of these people that sit there and hate a person forever and ever and ever and don't acknowledge if they change, get better, or whatever it is. You know, example, Diego. In the first instance, when he was introduced in season 4, episode 20, didn't like him. Start of this season, didn't like him. After progressing further on, he's actually okay. You know, he's showing some loyalty. He's showing like he's a decent vampire. He's now part of the table, which I never expected at all. And I'm acknowledging that he's getting better. I like that we got a little bit of his backstory there as well with the wolves, saying that they're the ones that killed his family, and he was going to kill him as well, pretty much, until Marcel come and saved him. So I am all for changing my mind on characters, but right now the wolves do annoy me. I don't know if I like them. Now, I like them in the show. I do like them in the show. I think they're going to give it a good twist and a good, like, different vibe to it, because if they're going to be superior and they think they are, then they're going to show more authority, more confidence, going to do more action, they're going to be in more of the scenes, and we're going to see new characters, you know, that we've not really been introduced. Yeah, okay, we've had this Oliver and this Jackson in 2 episodes now, but that is it. But we're going to get more into it. But I don't know. I think they're kind of annoying me so far. But like I said, I'm an open book and I'm happy for it all to change. I'm excited to see how they go on the attack, because they will be the superior. Once they get these rings, they'll be able to dominate anyone they want to. But I feel like, say, Elijah, and the way I actually feel that the people that were sat around the table just then signing it, true, like properly, that they all would happily live as a community. So like Elijah, he doesn't want to be a superior. He doesn't want to be like vampires rule all. He wants everyone to be together. Kind of feel like that's what Cammy wants, and the humans, the woman from the casino, and I think that is what kind of Diego wants as well. And Genevieve, is that her name? What I've seen is the people around this council right now, they're not actually looking for superiority. They're looking for just equal living and the ability to do whatever they want. You know, the witches have got a bigger area that they can go and do magic now. The humans, you know, they're not going to be attacked and they could be involved in different things. The vampires, they can roam, they just won't attack. So, but then you got the wolves in now, and like they don't want to be the same. They want to be better, you know. And like you always got to have one of those, haven't you? It's just like it's like Game of Thrones, you know. everyone can have everyone can have a section. You can have your own kingdom, but then you get a Cersei. She wants it all. She wants to take everyone over, and that is what the wolves want to do. That's what Klaus wants to do, really. On the sly, on the side, he thinks that the best way for him to take over is not like making allegiances with the wolves and the witches. He thinks it's taking over the werewolves, get them on his side. Their bites are lethal. They'll be the most dominant ones. And then he can rise to the top. It's interesting that he's cut that deal with Jackson, and now he's going to sign this treaty with Elijah. That what happens if you go against a treaty? That's what I'd like to know. So say like if people start not honouring it, what was agreed, does something physically happen to them, or what? Like what is that? Because he signed it, and obviously now he's got another one on the side deal. And the fact is, I like how Elijah just dropped in, nice, cool, and calm. That at the end there. That he's not gonna well, he threatened him anyway. I can't remember what he said, but he literally threatened, go against me, I threaten you, and then Klaus was like, well, I'd like to see that. And do you know what, it's so good. I think Elijah is sick. I love the fact that he literally stands up and he's so calm. Like I said, this woman that got introduced, who runs a casino, who's a drug lord, I think that's what they said. She seems really good to me. I think, again, a human that has potential. We haven't got many humans on the board. No, but just in the show, yeah. Okay, we have Cam, but she's like a therapist. She's kind of getting involved in, like, the lovey side. She's just like with Marcel. And she was interested in Klaus a little bit. And but we've not actually got somebody who's just feasting it, part of the table, running it, being orders, scary. We kind of had the little bit of the table when he did attack Klaus, but he just come in and easily killed them all, didn't they? I would like another person on there. She would be good. I don't know what's going to happen with Elijah and Haley, to be honest. I feel like Haley is proper just dived on the werewolf side. She don't even know them. This is the thing with Haley. Is she wants family so much that she's willing to like dive on their side and be all in with the wolves. Let's go all in with the wolves, but like they could all be bad people, yeah, just because they might be your family, yeah, you don't even know them. And the fact is, they could be nasty, horrible people who want to go around and literally kill everyone. She thinks that the vampires might do. She actually has that opinion on the vampires. She thinks that they're all bad and attack everyone, right? But we don't even know these werewolves yet. We're not even seeing them. But what I've seen of them, that it's all for themselves, like we want to take everyone and dominate. So like, I wonder if she's going to side with this Jackson. Because even this Jackson, yeah, she left Elijah because she thought that Jackson wanted to speak to Elijah. But he grabbed her and just danced with her. And then he was kind of like trying to one-up him, saying, mate, he's talking about like peace and uniting or something, but he should have been telling you how beautiful you look. Which she did look pretty, she did. But he's trying to just worm his way in, like out overstep. He's trying to just like one step up on Elijah. And then obviously later on at the end there, when they're around the table, to Haley, and then he give her a kiss on the cheek, and she's kind of like blushing a bit. She doesn't know if she wants to be around Elijah or she wants to be around Jackson. I feel like she's going to take the Jackson route, and then she's going to find out they're bad, and I feel like she's going to try and double back and go with Elijah. But then if I was Elijah, I wouldn't know what I would do. I would be like, you made your bed, you got to lie in it. That's me anyway in real life. If you cross me and you go and pick someone else, you're never going to come and run back to me. It doesn't matter what situation it's in. I'll extend my whole trust and everything into you. If you reject it, pick someone else, I'm not gonna receive it back again. I'll never be like, shit, it didn't work with them, let's come back to you. That's never gonna happen, regardless if it's friendship, relationship, family, nothing. That's me. Hopefully that's Elijah as well. If she chooses to go against Elijah, then I would never accept her back a part of the team. However, when the baby comes, I'm well interested to see what this baby does, what powers. It's part werewolf, part vampire, part witch. Is it going to be like a hybrid, but a hybrid of all three? That would be absolutely sick, mate. Honestly, I think that she is going to be the catalyst of the whole thing. I think once she's born, this is when territories are going to be like, established. This is when packs are going to be formed. This is when the chaos is going to start. I'm expecting it to be literally the last episode to set up season 2, and I'm excited. Genevieve, it looks like she kind of likes Klaus. I like Genevieve, to be honest. I actually do like her, but she made the deal with Marcel as well to get the Davina back, and Davina is back now. She couldn't do any magic at the start. I think it's just either she couldn't do it or she didn't believe in herself and she was reluctant to do it because she thought that the elders and all that, they was going to punish her for doing magic because he was cross. Well, Josh has come back. I like Josh. He's giving some words of wisdom. He was saying, look, yeah, okay, yeah, you think that Marcel don't like you, but the fact is he saved your life like 3 times now. He was the one that got you back as well. He took you from the witches, and he cares for you. You know, okay, he might have wanted to use you every now and again, but the guy actually loves you. You got to give him a little bit of that, you know. Believe in yourself, believe that you got the magic, let's go, let's do it. And she got that rose and it blossomed. And then when Monique come back, boom, the whole room is red. So it's interesting now. We got the seeds being planted of every single person, and I can't wait to see how we finish the season, because it's always going to be a big one, and maybe it is the Wolves standing tall, going after everybody else. But that is going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for clicking on my video. Really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.